The air in the kitchen felt heavy, like the moment before a storm breaks. I stood at the counter, slicing tomatoes for dinner, when Sarah's laugh sliced through the silence. It wasn't her usual warm chuckle, the one that used to make my chest ache with love. This was sharp, edged with something I couldn't place. "You know," she said, leaning against the fridge, her wine glass dangling carelessly, "Jake used to brag he was bigger than anyone else." Her eyes glinted, teasing, but the words landed like a blade. I froze, the knife hovering over the cutting board, my heart stuttering. It wasn't just the joke. It was the way she said it, like she was testing me, daring me to react. I'm Tom, a guy who's always prided himself on keeping things steady. Sarah and I had been married 7 years, built a life in our cozy suburban home with its creaky floors and mismatched mugs. We weren't perfect, but we were real late-night talks, shared dreams, the kind of love you think can weather anything. Or so I thought. That night, her words cracked something open, a fissure in the trust I'd taken for granted. I forced a laugh, muttered, "Real classy, Sarah," and kept chopping. But my hands trembled and my mind spiraled. Why bring up Jake now? Why that tone, that smirk? The next morning, I woke to find her gone. A note on the counter read, "Early yoga class. Back soon." But the unease from last night clung to me like damp clothes. I tried to shake it off, busying myself with work emails, but my eyes kept drifting to her phone, left on the charger. We'd always respected each other's privacy, but that comment, "Jake was bigger," gnawed at me. What was she hiding? My fingers hovered over the screen, guilt warring with suspicion. Then I typed her passcode, the one she'd shared years ago when trust was effortless. Her messages loaded and my stomach dropped. A thread with J stretched back months. Not Jake, I told myself, but my thumb scrolled anyway. "Missed you at the reunion," he'd written last week. Her reply, "Yeah, would have been fun to catch up." Smiling face with smiling eyes, innocent enough, but the emojis, the casual tone, they felt like a secret language I wasn't meant to understand. Older messages were worse. "You still think about us?" he'd asked in June. Sarah's response, "Sometimes. Hard not to, you know." My chest tightened, the words blurring. I set the phone down, my breath shallow, as if moving too fast might shatter me. When Sarah got home, her hair was damp, her yoga mat slung over her shoulder. She smiled, oblivious to the storm brewing inside me. "Hey, you okay?" she asked, tossing her keys on the table. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but I needed to be sure. "Fine," I said, my voice tight. "How was class?" She rambled about her instructor, but her eyes flicked away, like she was hiding something. Or maybe I was seeing ghosts. That night I lay beside her, staring at the ceiling, her steady breathing mocking my racing thoughts. Was she dreaming of him? Days bled into weeks, and I became a detective in my own marriage. I noticed her phone was never left unattended now. Her passcode changed. She'd laugh at my jokes, but it felt forced, like she was playing a role. I started checking her social media, scouring Jake's profiles. He was single, a gym rat with a cocky grin, still in our town. The thought of them meeting, laughing, touching, it clawed at me. I wasn't proud of it, but I drove by his apartment one night, my heart pounding as I scanned for her car. It wasn't there, but the relief was fleeting. Doubt had taken root and it was growing. The breaking point came at a friend's barbecue. Sarah was across the yard, chatting with a group, her laughter carrying over the hum of conversation. I was grabbing a beer when I overheard two of her friends whispering. "She's been weird lately," one said. "You think she's talking to Jake again?" The other shrugged. "Wouldn't surprise me. She never really got over him." My vision tunneled, the bottle cold against my palm. I walked over to Sarah, my voice low. "We need to talk. Now." In the car, the silence was suffocating. "What's going on with you and Jake?" I asked, my hands gripping the wheel. Her face paled, but she laughed, too shrill. "What?" "Nothing, Tom. It was a stupid joke." I pressed, recounting the messages, the whispers, the way she'd changed. Her defenses crumbled and she looked away, tears welling. "I didn't cheat," she whispered. "But I've been talking to him. Just texts. Felt exciting, I guess. I don't know why I did it." Her words were a punch to the gut. Not cheating maybe, but betrayal all the same. She'd opened a door to someone else, let him into the space that was supposed to be ours. "Do you love him?" I asked, my voice breaking. She shook her head, sobbing. No, I love you. I got lost, Tom. I'm so sorry. I wanted to believe her, but the trust we'd built was in shards. I drove home, her apologies filling the car, but they couldn't fill the hole in my chest. That night I sat on the porch, the stars blurred by my tears. I thought of her joke, how it had unraveled everything. I could have confronted her differently, maybe salvaged something, but the truth was out now. I loved her, but love wasn't enough without trust. When she joined me, her eyes red, I took a breath. I need time, I said, my voice steady despite the ache. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Her face crumpled, but she nodded, respecting the space I needed. As she walked back inside, I felt the weight of 7 years, of laughter, fights, promises slipping away. The future was uncertain, a road I'd have to walk alone, at least for now. But in that moment I knew one thing. Her smile, the one that used to light up my world, would never look the same again.